Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels good to be back. I really enjoy getting ready for YouTube videos. So something that people ask me a lot when I'm doing facials, makeovers, whatever it may be, is, hey, so why is contour so hard? And my response is, it's not. Like anything, until you learn it and you master it in your own way, it seems hard. It's not. Once you have it down pat, it's something that just becomes a part of your routine. Super easy, not hard at all, I promise. So today's video is specifically all about contouring and highlighting the easy way. So I show you a couple of different things. This is the finished look from today's video, which I really like. It's not quite as much of, like eyes or blush or whatever, but that's because I wanted to specifically talk about highlighting and contouring your eyes and your face, because most people don't realize that what they're doing to their eyes with their eye makeup is also contouring and highlighting. You want to bring out the best, not only on your face and on your eyes, but just all around. You want to make sure that you're accenting and just bringing attention to the things that God gave you. God gave you great different features about your face, no matter who you are, no matter where you are. Your face, your eyes, everything is for you. God gave it to you the way He wanted it. Even our eyes are different. No two eyes are the same, just like our fingerprints. So your lip prints are the same way. No set of lip prints are the same. So that's what this video is all about, is hopefully helping you figure out how to accentuate and bring about your features that you were blessed with. So I'm really happy with how this kind of turned out, and I hope that you enjoy this video. So before we go any further, I need you to thumbs up this video. I need you to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to get notifications of when I upload, because as of right now I upload a couple of times a month, I'm working on uploading more. Make sure you hit the bell and you will get that notification. And then at the end of the video, if this helped you, if you learned anything, or if you just love me enough, hit the share button. I would love that. I hope you enjoy this video today, all about contouring and highlighting. Alright, so like I said in the intro, today I'm talking specifically about contouring and highlighting. Now, what most people don't understand is even just the little bit of eyeshadow that you wear, whether you wear a little bit or a lot, is contouring on your face. You're just contouring your eyes. Once you learn to do it, contouring is super simple, and it's one of my favorite things. And I'll tell you what's not one of my favorite things is eyebrows, because I feel like my eyebrows didn't work out today. But as you can see, I already have my eyebrows and my foundation done. I'm gonna go over some just really simple stuff about contouring your eyes and contouring your face. Now, there's a difference between warming your face and contouring your face, so I'm also gonna cover that today as well. So first things first is I've already got just a matte powder on my eyes. I had to clean up my eyebrows a little bit, so I've already done just a solid matte base. Okay, now some of the things I'm going to be using today aren't all Mary Kay. I know that's awful, but I have a overabundance of stuff from before I sold, and so I'm waiting on an order to get here because I'm almost out of a couple of things. So because of that, I'm having to use beauty store products. So here we go. What I'm going to do first off is I'm just going to define my crease. Now, this is just a basic like contour of the eye and the face and highlight of the eye and the face, okay? So I'm going to take, and if you watch any of my tutorials at all, you know that I use these shades in these two rows the most. It's what I use on my eyebrows. It's what I use as transition shades and all the things. So I'm really trying to just make it look like a natural contour kind of eye, okay? So I'm going to take, I used, oh good gravy. I can't get it to like not be so shiny right now. I used Biscotti, this color right here, all over my eye. So I'm gonna go the shade up, which is just like a skin tone for me. It is called Sandcastle, and I'm gonna do one eye at a time, which is a little different than what I usually do, just because I want you to see the difference in really blending and using those transition shades. Sandcastle is just a regular skin tone. There's nothing fancy, schmancy, or anything like that. But it just starts the warm-up process on this eye where I just matted everything down. I'm going to take Hazelnut, which is my go-to transition shade. And I'm just going to start doing the same thing I was doing with the Sandcastle with this. I'm just going to buff it in to that crease there. Something that I have a tendency of doing is creating hard lines. No blur, no blend. I try to blend out a little bit once I start highlighting my eyes, but like that is really not a in makeup trend anymore, which is devastating for me because that's how I do mine, or I like to do mine. So I'm trying to really get into this blending out and blurring effect, and that's what the multiple shades under your, like your lighter shades under your darker shades, that's the kind of effect that creates. So I'm not doing anything super dark. I'm just trying to show you the difference of when you contour your eyes and when you don't. And this also takes learning your eyes as well, like your eye shape, what looks best on you, what doesn't. Something that I try to always touch on when I'm doing a tutorial, because I do wear glasses, is I try to always remind the girls that have glasses to define your eyes. If you just leave your eyes behind your glasses, then the glare and just all the different things, the attraction of light to your lenses, can really make you look washed out. So you want to define your eyes. Now, I can't really show you what I'm talking about in the light because of the glare and stuff on my glasses, but you know what I'm talking about. If you've worn glasses for a really long time, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So something I just tell my hooded eye girlfriends is to always, and this can go for a few shapes, but to just kind of drag to a point out to the side your color that you're using. It elongates your eye just a little more. Okay, so I'm trying to look and talk at the same time. My camera's right here, but my screen's over here. So you should be able to tell a difference of just that light definition and contour to the eye. And you should be able to see how it just kind of elongated my eye a little bit, just putting this little tail out here. And it's not so dark. And now remember, everybody's eyes are different shapes, and nobody's, no two eyes are the same. So, you know, you kind of have to really learn your eyes and learn your face, okay? But you should be able to see what I'm talking about, just the difference in getting that little bit of definition in the crease. And eyes do still kind of take me a minute, but this is my go-to, no joke. Just a nice little matte, defined look. Can you see? I think anybody can pretty much tell what I've just done there. I've just taken two really light shades of brown and brought some definition to my eyes. And that's pretty much all I'm doing to my eyes. like a kid with a juice box with these things. Highlight my brow bone. So for that, because we're doing more of an everyday kind of chill look, not really chill, but you know what I'm saying. I'm taking the shade right here. This is Moonstone. I use crystalline a lot, but because this is just kind of like basic, I'm not going to use that. So I'm running this all over my brow bone, down into my, close to my nose. Not all the way down, but this is my favorite part, highlighting my brow bone. Contouring and warming up the face can be so much fun. I'm going to do a couple of different things here. I'm going to show you what warming up is without actually doing it, because I'm going to liquid contour. This is actually the Mary Kay CC cream. My mom actually gave me this. She gave me some in a little container the last time I was at her house. And I've just been kind of experimenting with it because I wanted to see how I liked it. I'm going to show you what exactly that looks like, and I'm showing this part to you before I highlight my face. Typically I highlight first and bake, and then I'll contour while my like little bit of baking is just kind of chilling. But because I'm doing this way, and I'll show you, I still kind of warm up my face more than chisel and contour my face. Using CC cream is a really, or concealer, are two easy ways to learn to contour. So with my face, you can see I have cheekbones. They're hidden by lots of fat. So with the shape of my face, every face shape is different, and it just really depends on what look you're going for and what you want. So typically I just really want my gizzard here to appear a little smaller, and I like for my nose to look smaller, and I like for my face to look like it's coming forward as opposed to round, okay? I love to watch videos, and I see a lot of makeup artists keep it out here. They keep their highlight and their contour. It doesn't come past the corner of the eye, so everything's out here on the outside of the face. And I always think that's so pretty also. So maybe, you know, I'll do a couple of different contour videos. Today I'm just trying to do what's really simple for you guys. So I'm going to take this CC cream, and I'm just going to dip my sponge. I got a little bit too much. I'm dipping my sponge in, and I'm just going to kind of start dotting it along my face where I want it, okay? So I'm gonna go up a little bit, but the one thing, even when I do this to warm my face, quotations, is I still don't bring it below this line, or I try not to. Now a lot of times when I'm warming my face with just powder bronzer, I'll kind of get this entire section of my face, but I am doing kind of a contour warm up type thing, but I am gonna show you the difference. I have to kind of get this. Always go 2 shades darker when you're doing these things, okay? Now typically I would do under my lip as well to make it appear like it's plumper, but I have a drastic dry patch. Really what happens is this stuff clings to it. All my makeup just kind of clings to it, and you can just kind of see it everywhere. So when I'm really self-conscious about my little gizzard, I'll do this. Now if I'm not super self-conscious about it, I won't do that. I try to be as quick as possible, but I am showing you guys different ways you can do this. So So I never thought of using CC cream until I saw a director do this on her YouTube video. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Why have I never thought of that? I've never been a big cream person or liquid person besides contour and foundation. So using a cream to contour or my face with was a little odd. But okay, so I'm gonna show you after I get all this tapped in. I'm gonna show you. Now it definitely looks different, but once we powder, like it looks like different, you know, colors. But once we powder and everything, it won't be quite as noticeable. So I'm just trying to blend this out really well in here on my nose, because I'm going to show you the difference in contour and warming the face over here. Okay, so let's see what happens, and then I'll tell you what the difference is. Okay, so this is the side I'm keeping kind of a contour with, and as you see, I'm still not bringing it inside where my eye is, and you kind of leave it right around the middle of your ear right here. You don't want it to come below that if it's a contour. Now if you're just warming up your face, that's one thing. So I've kept it right around in here, so it really does what I'm wanting it to do. If you can kind of tell the difference, you can see it's making my face appear something that it's not. Okay, now I did get a lot of product on this side, so I'm able to show you. This is more of a warming the face. It's kind of like a circle, and it does come a little lower over here. But it's a more of just, you know, summertime. You want your face to appear bronzier and whatever. So I think you can see the difference, really you can, of spreading it all over the face like this, just as kind of a glow, as opposed to contour. See what I'm talking about? So I don't really want to appear like I'm warming my face, but that's what I'm gonna do because that's easier to fix. Right now I'm gonna highlight a little bit, and I'm only using a deep ivory, which is what I use to actually conceal blemishes and stuff. I'm not really using drastic shades right now. So I'm doing that on my jawline to kind of help my jawline, because I don't really have one right now. It's really sad. But that helps kind of chisel this out down here, because then I'm going to use a powder over this. So that just kind of, even though I did this, the like rounding off of the contour to make it more of like a warming of the face, that just gave it a little definition there at the bottom of my face. And like I said, I usually do my highlighting first and leave it to bake, but sometimes with liquid products you can get a little excited and a little happy, and you have to do a little work. I'm just gonna take some of Mary Kay's translucent powder, and I'm gonna set all this that I just did. And I actually use a bronzing powder to set the CC cream that I used for like a warming contour. The more product you use, the more of that effect you're gonna get that you're looking for. So if I wanted like a really like in-depth chiseled kind of look, I would use a significant amount more of product. Now typically I would use, oh my Lanta, where is it? There it is. Typically I would use a Mary Kay bronzing powder. Mary Kay did away with bronzing powder. So we have a contour and highlight. We have 4 different shades for that now. So I'm going to be using the Latte Contour, and I'll just kind of show you. I'm going to warm up my face. I haven't contoured in a while because it's summertime and I just kind of really enjoy warming my face. But I'm sure you can kind of tell the difference where I just did this. And I know when I turn my face you can definitely see it, but it just does a nice little something for your face. Just make sure you blend it out. I don't try to create like cheekbones down to here. Like I don't do that chisel stuff. I just like to look nice and natural. But that's that. And I do typically still contour my nose, not just warm it up, because I have a thing about my nose. And this still is a little bit of a shade difference, but I'll show you how I fix that in a moment. It's funny because you can't really tell it unless you're looking in the light on camera. I am not going to blush today. That is kind of a part of contouring and highlighting, but I'm not going to do that in this video. Now I'm going to show you about warming up the face with powder. So this is pretty much all this is. It's a bronzing powder, so it definitely comes a little bit below that line like I was showing you with the CC cream. It's not enhancing your face, it's warming up your face. Especially if you're like me, like I've not been in the sun near as much this year as I normally am, so my skin is very pasty this year, so I've had to do a lot of warming up with like subtle tan lotion. So what I'm actually using is butter bronzer, which is one of the top sellers on the market. I do like this. I still like the Mary Kay bronzing powder the best, and I'll use this all the way down the neck because like I said, I'm not getting any sun, so I want to appear like I'm getting sun. So do that right there. Check this out, see what's going on. I'm wiping this brush off. This is a Mary Kay powder brush. I love this brush. And I'm gonna wipe all that translucent powder off that we used for baking. What comes next would typically be blush, but for right now I'm going in. I still haven't put any mascara on. I'm just going in with the Mary Kay Lash Love waterproof mascara because I wear a lot of waterproof through the summer. So yeah, Lash Love is the only one we have that comes in waterproof right now. I hope that changes. I have been wanting Lash Intensity available in waterproof for years. Before I highlight my face, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Urban Decay All Nighter. If you haven't watched my humidity proof your makeup video, you need to. I am going to go ahead and pop a little highlight in the corner of my eye. Now this doesn't really do anything, I don't think, for your eyes besides help them look, you know, wide and awakened and all this stuff. So I'm using Crystalline, which is the white shimmer that Mary Kay has. It's my go-to. And I'm just popping it in this inner corner, especially when you don't have a ton of sparkles on. Oh, my Lanta, what is all this stuff in mine? It definitely pops when you have all mattes on. See how it just kind of opened my eyes up and I got a little awake. Back at the beginning of summer, Mary Kay came out with illuminating drops. So I've used these a few times in a few different videos in a few different ways. They aren't my favorite product that Mary Kay came out with, just based on the way they designed the dropper. I was really disappointed. But I do love the effect it has. So I'm just putting it right here. I'm just going to use my finger to blend it in, I guess. And I am just keeping this right here along this part of my face. And I'm kind of doing like a little C where it comes into where my eye is. I don't use quite as much of it as some people do because I do have oily skin. So, when you use highlighting products, it helps you, makes your skin look dewy, and my skin pretty much for the most part already has all the dew in the world, so I'll use it just kind of right in there, and then I use powder all the rest of the time. I'm going to take our translucent, the Mary Kay translucent powder, and I'm gonna put that everywhere except where I just put that liquid highlighter. And I'm using this all along the jawline also to kind of rein that in as far as the shade differences where we use that contour. I'm going to take the highlight shade from Mary Kay. So basically what you want to remember, this is called glazed. Basically what you're wanting to remember when you're doing this is that the contour where you're putting it, when the light hits it, it's making it appear like it's sunk in, okay? When the light and shadows hit, it's what's happening. So when that happens, it's making it appear sunk in, and then where you're putting your highlight, when the light hits it, it brings it out. So like when the light hits this and a shadow hits this, it makes my cheekbones look just incredible. Just a sweet little glow and a nice little bronze and a little definition to the face is what we're looking for. We're not looking to make our face a totally different shape. I'm gonna use Fancy Nancy. It's my favorite. And I'm taking it on a Morphe. This is actually an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going over those spots where I just put it. And then, like I said, you're going to hit the high points of your face. So I'll take the powder and I'll put it where I'm wanting to appear a little more out. Oh, I love those two mixed together. I love what the powder does to the liquid. It just kind of tones it down a little bit. Guys, I have done this entire video without any takes. I'm so proud of me. But I'm just touching up the face here. And I just take whatever is left on my brush right down through here. Because I'm all about humidifying that face. Vroom, vroom. Vroom. There you go. So there's just a little bit about highlighting and contouring your eyes and your face. It's not super in-depth. It's just something simple because so many people come to me and they're like, this is so hard. I don't have time. This would only take me about 15 or 20 minutes. So if you have those couple of extra minutes in the day, take them, do them, warm up your face, sparkleize your face, and just really put that effort into yourself, especially if you want to learn. I'm all about helping people learn because I'm still learning myself and I just love makeup. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you click the bell so you can see I'm working on uploading more often. trying to get a little more scheduled with that. Click the bell, make sure that you get notifications when I upload, but you have to subscribe for that to happen. So like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thanks so much.